Hey guys, it's been a while since I uploaded a video to YouTube. I've actually gone through a couple bikes now, but I think I found my favorite. This is a Drz400sm. This is the 2005 model, but honestly they don't change except for the color schemes throughout the years. So this one's got quite a lot of mods. So I'll go through them real quick here in a second, but just to kind of start you guys off, it's the Supermoto. So it comes with the 17-inch wheels and the inverted forks up front, those gold ones there. And then a few other small differences like the full sub cage or the full rear subframe, just like the S model, and then the E model didn't come with one. So we'll start off with engine mods here. So this actually comes with a Mikuni 36mm carburetor, and I've actually got the FCR 39mm flat slide carb. That's off a E model, early E model. Runs amazing. When I first got the bike, I had to do some adjustment to it. Where is it here? The pumper on it, which is down here somewhere. It's up under there. But anyways, the little pumper diaphragm had a puncture in it, so it would leak out of these hoses, and I always thought the float level height was set wrong, so I kept messing with that and couldn't figure it out for the life of me, and I finally figured that out. So if you guys ever have that issue, if it's on one of these lower hoses that's leaking out here, it's this one right here. Check your pumper diaphragm for a crack in it, and it's really hard to find it, so make sure you really look through it, because it looks normal until you really start kind of playing with it, and then it's actually bad. So anyways, yeah, so I got 39mm carb. I have stage 1 hot cams, so for more low end torque, and then a 470 big bore kit, which is where you send the stock head in and they rebuild it basically to fit a 470 size piston, I guess. And yeah, that's in there. So, and then I painted some of the engine parts orange and whatnot. I thought that looked kind of cool. I also painted the spring back here orange. I think it looks pretty sweet. Got a gold chain on here. What else? I've painted, I still need the previous owner painted everything on this bike black, so you can kind of see that here and there. Like here, you got that black. This was all black right here, and the subframe, or the swing arm was black, and I removed most of it. I'm still in the works of it. And then this is painted black. Did a really crappy job at this. However, I did paint this red. Turned out really good. These turned out pretty good. This one, they messed up a little bit, but yeah, just primer, paint, clear coat. The previous owner, just all he did was paint it black, and that's it. So it's just matte. Anyway, so I got a K&N filter in here. I could use some new plastics, however, I think I'm just gonna sand them, like do a wet sand 800 to 2000 grit, and then do a nice wax on it, and that should look brand new, I hope. I just got this little case here from Walmart, and it holds like kind of essential stuff in it. Got a charger, gun lock. I use that to lock my helmet onto the bike's handlebars there. Bungee cord, paracord. You never know when you're gonna use it. And then some JB weld. So on the backside, I have the DRC Edge 2 taillight, and it looks awesome. Here, I'll give you guys a show of that. Give me 1 second. So there's the DRC Edge 2. I also got some eBay turn signals there, or I'm sorry, Amazon, and I think they look awesome. They look really good with this. It gets rid of that giant fender that goes like way down here, so that's nice. I also got the Yoshi Mira exhaust on it, just the muffler. The pipes are all stock, unfortunately, and this was also previous owner painted it. I'm still in the works of removing this crappy paint job. It's like stuck on right here. I've been using aircraft remover to get most of this stuff off, but and then he dented it too. I didn't do that either, but sounds really great. I've also got this painted here. Painted this a gunmetal orange, or gunmetal black, or whatever it's called, gray. I think it looks really great, and same with these. I like this a lot, but you know, to each their own. I just recently adjusted my valve clearances, and I'm at 24,000 miles now, so this bike's seen some good miles, and the valve clearances were barely out of spec on the exhaust side, just by like I don't know, like maybe like 2 millimeters or whatever it is, 0.02 millimeters or something. So moving up, I'm getting a new seat. Actually, I get that tomorrow. I got a seat concept seat. So that's going to be nice because I'll tell you what, after about an hour and a half, 2 hours of riding on this, oh my gosh, your booty hurts. Just recently painted my handlebar orange, and I painted these red. I think it looks super cool. Put some new grips on here because I had the stock grips and they were worn down to nothing. So got those on there. I've got the VaporTech Speedo on here. Absolutely amazing. So much better than stock. If you guys are debating getting one of these, do it. Super worth it. Ram mount, got a little one. There's that Bark Busters on the front there. That's a little charging port for my phone, so if I ever want to charge it. And that's what this was down here. Right here. I can, that's what the USB hooks up to, but I can unplug that and trickle charge it too. I forget the name of that, but yeah, I got that. And then the cool part about this DRC Edge 2 is it tells you your engine temperature. So, and then the ambient air temperature, you got your RPM, miles per hour, distance you've traveled, that's the clock. And then I just Velcroed this on here. I mean, people make dash kits for this, but I mean, Velcro just works fine. So I didn't want to buy a dash kit and whatnot. I still need to clean up the wiring back there, but I mean, it looks really great. And then these mirrors are actually off a Honda 300, CB300F or CBR 300 or something like that. A friend gave it to me. Relocated my ignition right here. I've got an Turby's front headlight there. Does absolutely, it looks awesome, but it does absolutely nothing at night, so that's why I have these, which have the halos. And then if you go over here, they actually light up, and they light the road pretty well. They cast a very far beam, which is what I needed, but they're not very wide, but it's good enough that it works really well. I also painted the front rotor with the orange color. I got a thing for orange, if you couldn't tell already. What else did I do? So, right here. These are Kinda 270s, and they do fantastic off-road. They're a 50-50 tire, but they might as well be like 100% dirt because they feel like it. The only downside to these tires is that anything over about 70, this front end gets super light and it's pretty sketchy. So I'm probably going to switch back to Supermoto tires after this and just go dirt rims or dirt wheels and some dirt tires. It just makes more sense that way. So if you guys are debating it, what I would do is do maybe like an 80-20 tire in the front, and then, you know, do what, you know, a dirt tire in the back for SM wheels. They just handle a lot better off-road. So yeah, there's that. So back to how the bike handles. Here, I'll give you guys a start up. Let me set the phone down here. Give me 1 second, guys. No, she died. I gotta turn the choke on. Ah, she's dead. Anyways, that's what she sounds like. I gotta turn the choke on. I'll just do that in another video. So anyways, yeah. So the reasons I got this bike, I had a CB300F, and my friend had one too. I ended up hitting a dog in that unfortunate event. So with the insurance money I got from that, I got a CBR 600 RR. Man, that bike was insanely fast. But to be honest, I don't know. There was just something about it I didn't like, so I ended up trading for this bike, like straight across trading. I actually got some money on top, and I am extremely happy with this bike. Just because there's something about Supermoto that just gets you. You know, you get to go wherever you want to go. Like, I go off-roading with other dirt bikes, and this thing handles like a boss. And you know, I can go anywhere they go pretty much. And you know, it's a heavier bike. It's 305 pounds wet. I'm guessing I'm putting about 45 horsepower down to the wheel with all the mods it's got, but you know, I mean, it really does well, and it is super great. And I'll tell you what, if you guys, the first engine mod I would do is either the carburetor or the cams. The hot cams make a huge difference. The stage 1 anyways make a huge difference on the low end torque. So I'd go ahead and do that if you're debating it. But yeah, it's just so much fun riding this, and I can do 75 all day on this thing, and it's fine. It's a loud bike. So I mean, it's a very noisy engine, so you think something's wrong, but it's not. It's just how they are, and they're super reliable. And since I think it's like 2001 to, well, the SM, this is the first model of the SM, first year, so 2005 to now, current, nothing's changed except for graphics, pretty much. So I mean, you can find parts for these like a dime a dozen. But yeah, when you're doing highway speeds, you're about 6 to 6,500. So highway speed being about 70 miles an hour. So I'd be about 6,500 RPM with stock SM gearing. So that's 1541 in the back. But it does totally fine, and it has tons of power. I'm honestly thinking about going down to a 39 or 38 tooth in the back, just so I have some lower RPM, because it can definitely pull. It can definitely pull that easily. And I think the red line on this is 10,000 is what I read on the forums. I'm not 100% on that, but I think that's what it is. 2.5 gallon tank, lasts me about 100 miles before I have to turn it on to reserve, and that will get me about another 30 to 40 miles. I get consistently about 52 miles per gallon even with all the mods I get, and I live in Colorado, so high altitude, so it's pretty crazy how well this bike does. So yeah, I mean, if you guys are debating getting this or something else, as long as you get a supermoto, you're gonna have a hell of a time. It's just so much fun. You get to do whatever you want on this bike. It's fast. 0 to 60 is probably under 5 seconds. I've never timed it, but I mean, it's fast. This bike can get it. So, and then the mods for this bike, you can just work on this bike super easy. I mean, it's like 6 bolts to get the tank off, just to get to the tank off and the seat off, and then you're basically working on the engine. That's all you got to do. With my CBR, you had to take a shitload of bolts off just to get to the dash, just get the front fairings off, and those were an absolute bitch to get back on. So just the ease of workability on this. I mean, and parts are cheap and easy to get. Upgrades are cheap. Well, they're not cheap, but they're easy to get, and it's a lot of fun working on this bike. I actually love the hell out of this bike. I'll probably never sell it, to be honest. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you have any questions, post them in the comments. I'll answer them as soon as I can. But anyways, go ahead and like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll post some more videos hopefully soon. I just got my GoPro back up and going, so it's on my helmet over there. And hopefully I'll post some videos of me going off-roading here, and just some highway riding and whatnot. And I'm trying to get a mic for my helmet, so just let me know what you guys think of this video. So thank you. Have a good one, guys.